I'd like to start with suicidal feelings. So,
I got it.
how common is the suicidal feelings?
How cold feeling?
Common.
Common.
In Vietnam,
Common.
common suicidal feelings common in Vietnam.
How
Is
many
it
common?
Common, yeah, common phổ biến, common.
Common. I think it's not common in Vietnam.
It's not common in Vietnam.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, it's less more than in the outside of Vietnam, because
How do you think so? So have you seen someone's that you know experiencing suicidal feelings?
no. I haven't seen someone's have that feeling, because I think in Vietnam people is very almost happy. Most of the people is very happy, are very happy, because they always feel satisfied with their life, and they always live in the moment, and
well,
maybe
like we are the happiest country in the world. We live in a moment. We never die.
Yeah.
We're never gonna take our own lives.
No, I mean on those the life is very difficult. In some difficult area, they don't have enough food, don't have enough money to have a better life, but it's fine. It's fine. They are very happy with their lives.
All right, they're happy with their lives. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, right. Ngay bây giờ, so right now, I want from now on, if my questions ask you about why and how or what, if you could give me one reason, and then you start off with this topic sentence, and then explanation point, and then the examples. You can do that. You do that. All right. So my questions again: why do you think suicidal feelings are not common in Vietnam among Vietnamese people?
I think it's not common.
It's not common because of
because
firstly
I think you can hear you could hear in the past Vietnam is one of the most happiest country, and everyone in here have they always believe in the future, and they can overcome all difficulty in their lives.
Examples?
And you can see in the some I don't think in the some the north area is a very with a minority people. They don't have enough money to give their children to the school. They don't have enough money to have meat in the diet.
Wow.
But
this
they,
is something.
they always happy, and smile is appear in the mouth.
No, it's like a hanger.
Yeah, like hanger. And I think Vietnam is not common, but in the some big city like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City, because we work and story under the pressure.
Mhm.
And nowadays many youngers have stress, are under stress, and have a bad feeling every day.
Okay, we'll take that another point. We'll take that another point. So
Yeah.
my second question is suicide a selfish act?
A selfish.
Is suicide, if you have a feeling of a suicidal feeling, and is that called a selfish act?
A selfish as
Selfish, it means that you put you ahead, above other needs.
Yeah, I got it.
Put yourself
Selfish.
first. Yeah. Is selfish?
No, I don't think so. I think
Why?
I think when they have a suicide feeling, they had a lot of pain before.
Yeah, sure.
They don't know how to solve it. How to solve and where they can start to solve it.
And how to turn to ask, right?
Yeah, and they don't know who can help them.
Who can help them? Okay.
Yeah, and so maybe that's the reason why they decided.
Well, if well, they decided, and do you okay? I'm not gonna say very bad, but do you accept somebody who you know and you love, and they take their own lives in a public, like jumping off the buildings, and you know you mourning, and do you accept that kind of behavior? No, right?
It's right for me because I think it's it's their decision.
Their decision.
And I can control it.
But would you accept it?
Yeah, I accept it.
You accept the behavior, you accept it.
Yeah.
And have you ever thought for 1 second, she's selfish, she doesn't care other people's feeling, other members feeling, you're selfish? Would you say that? Would you ever think for 1 second that kind of person is selfish? No. Okay. All right. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Do you think that a person who have, I think okay, before you go on the next questions, I want to chỉnh sửa một số lỗi sao, ví dụ chẳng hạn I haven't seen someone have, luôn luôn nhớ rằng having, feeling, in. So I see you speaking, I haven't seen you seeing, speaking, talking. So I haven't seen someone having suicidal feelings. All right. If you want to use từ almost, nếu các bạn muốn dùng almost, các bạn dùng thêm chữ all nữa phải được, là ví dụ almost all the people in Vietnam vẫn sử dụng được. Nhưng lúc đó này I'm impressed that you changed most of. So okay. And everybody, everyone, and everybody has. Remember that verb, has and is. Has and is, not have, but has. So everyone has, everybody has. Very simple. Okay, so one last question. Do you think that a person who experience a suicidal feelings, do you think that they will take their own lives?
Take their own life.
Own life.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
End their lives. Strangle them. Hang them in a, you know, it's like suicidal feelings. And do you think that they will end their lives by taking their own lives?
Of course, if they are a relative, they are my relative or my.
No, it's not a question, a matter of whether they are your identity. The question is that in general, do you think that a person who is experiencing a suicidal feelings, would they continue to end their own lives or not?
Maybe it's depend on the people around them.
Okay, go on.
Because when their family can recognize that's they are feeling and make them feel more comfortable and better day by day, if the result is
might be changed, might be
yeah.
geared to different direction. All right, thank you, Selena. Thank you for opening up.
Yeah.
If you have any question, or you want to ask others about this certain thing while I'm asking, you can go and open your mic and talk. You know, you don't need to sit and listen. If you have something you want to ask, go on. All right, so next up, Julia. Julia, could you change your name, please?
Yeah.
All right. So, the last conversation I had with Selena, so Selena mentioned that the sign of suicidal feelings. So, have you ever seen someone having a suicidal feelings before, and have you talked to them, and do you notice something odd, something unusual?
Yeah, I used to see a person who taking her own life.
Who took?
Yeah, who took her own life.
Okay.
She is my boss wife.
A boss wife. What? She is a boss wife?
She is my boss wife.
He is my boss wife.
No, boss wife.
Okay, all right. She's my
Yeah.
boss wife. Okay, take 1 second. All right, so and what happened?
Yeah, in my old company, you know, my boss is a person who very
Strict.
yeah, and he have many problem in company with his employees.
So he has a problematic relationship with his employees.
Yeah.
You go on. I'll write it down for you. Go on.
Yeah, and she always he always shout his employees. And everyone quit their job, so he feel very stressed. Yeah, and after that, he changed their behavior. He didn't shout his employees, and instead of he will shout his wife.
Oh man, that's a different. I think this story. Well, go on. So
Yeah,
so how do you know about it? How did you know about this? How do you know that, how do you know that that your boss wife okay, so you've seen somebody's having a, did you talk to her before she takes her own lives?
Yeah.
You talked to
you know, because his wife also work, and sometimes my boss shout his wife at company and in front of employees.
in front of everyone. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a shame. That is like, you know. Well, you talked to her, and do you notice anything strange? Like, did she before the day before, like before the day she ends her life? She ends her life, you know. Did you meet her or talk to her?
Yeah. Before she end her life, I still talk with her because she still come to company and work with everyone.
Just like any
Yeah,
other
but
day.
after
Like,
that,
but do you notice?
yeah, one day in the
Mhm.
evening after the
Well,
yeah.
but do you think, do you see, like, did you see the note or notice anything strange in her speaking?
Um, I remember in the evening, in one day in the evening, after the meeting with a supplier, um, she and her husband have a have a big
Argument?
yeah, and then she cried very much. Um, After that, she and me go to her home
Mm.
and
Ah,
yeah, and
well.
she
Okay.
she she live with my mother-in-law.
She lives with her mother-in-law. Okay.
She live with my mother and father-in-law.
Well, that are unfortunate lives. Oh, okay, thanks. Well, I wanna keep. I won't go any further from that.
Yeah,
My point. So,
she
is it a problem with the internet now? Come on. Right.
sorry, my connection
Okay, cool.
not good.
So, alright, rồi. Trước khi lọc ý tiếp còn một số lỗi sau khi chị chú ý cho lọc, shout, chú ý chị chia động từ ngôi số 3 trở vào cho lọc. Ví dụ she lives and shouts. Alright, shouts, vì he shouts, she lives.
Yeah.
Chia động từ cho phù hợp. Thứ hai nữa đó là shout đi kèm với at, shout at. Thứ ba nữa đó là you should write it down, you know. She cried very much, nghe cái từ very much đó không phù hợp rồi. She cried a lot.
Yeah.
Ok, thứ ba nữa đó là verb conjugating. Nếu chị nói về the past, chị phải lưu ý, notice là chị phải thay đổi chủ ngữ ngay lập tức liền, thay đổi động từ ngay lập tức liền. Ví dụ the day before she had her husband and her husband and her, my boss and her are had a big argument chẳng hạn về sau đó talked, moved or trở gọi về picked her up hay cái gì đó, hay là đó thì cần phải là chia động từ cho phù hợp. Chú ý cái động từ nó chăm chút vào cái đó, chăm chút thời gian đâu tự nhiên lên sau sẽ trở thành thói quen là tự nhiên sẽ bật ra nói được. Okay, so the sign and argument is hard. I think that suicidal. I think the suicidal feelings, from what I heard, from based on what I researched, is that, you know, if you have a long, if the suicidal feeling starts from nowhere, and no when, like it starts long before, and then, you know, like that's it, I want to take my own life. So too much stress, and and uh, and this is bugs me. This bugs me. And people ask, Is a suicide and you're a victim, suicidal victim? Are they trying to seek for attention?